Hey there, this is KP and I'm the Goose, and this is a review of Elvis.
Yes, Luhrman is back. Directed Great Gatsby, Australia, and Moulin Rouge most notably, what I know him from. With his previous experience and expertise, he perfectly encapsulated the life of Elvis Presley.
After doing some Googling and looking into the timeline on the way that this story about Elvis Presley and his life was told, everything seems like mostly pretty accurate. There are several parts that we can trace back to people that we know and places that they know that they've been and seen Elvis even. So that brings a really refreshing take on things, to have something so recent that you can really connect with it. In this biopic, this is really just like a beautiful story of how Elvis came to be Elvis. And Elvis did a lot of re-recording, taking of songs that were not his and making them into something different, and the world came to love those songs. And because of that, we get a lot of different types of music that honestly we may have missed out on. He was willing to hear out other people and their ideas. I've heard a lot of people that have been upset about the way Elvis was portrayed. There was a lot of talk about how he reacted to people around him during his drug use and abuse, the way that his life ended ultimately. But Austin Butler really captures the mannerisms and the voice, and even looks so similar to Elvis at times that if we were to take still shots from the movie and place them side by side with the actual photos of those same events, some of them are so similar that you can barely tell a difference. This movie was distributed by Warner Brothers. It is PG-13. Our cinematographer was Mandy Walker. Congratulations to her, because, ooh, what a beautiful film. What a beautiful film. Truly, this is something worth watching for everyone. There's a story in it for everybody. You may see a story of a young man growing up and achieving all of his dreams. For us older folk, we see how you can get lost in the media.
It's another home run performance for America's daddy, Tom Hanks. He's buried a little underneath a little prosthetics, and he had a little accent, but he did such a great job and being such a bastard. Yeah, I really liked Austin Butler's performance. Austin Butler did such a great job messaging him in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It was very brief, great performance, and he really embodies Elvis. Austin Butler does a great job channeling the pain and the struggle that Elvis went through during his coming up and getting discovered, and throughout his life on the road, touring and military, movies, back to music in Vegas.
A rebel without a cause.
The music and the score of this movie was exquisitely composed.
There were modern takes on Elvis songs.
Yeah, like it sifted through the catalogs of his older songs and recordings, and then the newer artists' renditions and attributions. And this movie, I would say, is such a great one that I would rate it an 8 out of 10. If this was like 10, 15 years ago, I would probably want to own this movie, but things change with streaming and such.
Probably a good 8.5 bones for me this time.
Thank you for clicking and watching.
Like, share, subscribe.
Have a great day.
KP and the Goose, we out.